Morning guys, welcome to the first video under these new guidelines. Today we've got actually a very laid back day, and I've got it 3 times this week. First call of action is we'll be going into the depot. We will then be going dead to Burford, be servicing as the College 77 into Cirencester College. We then have a hefty break. We then do 4 laps of the Cirencester's local essentially, and then we do a 77 back. Very laid back. Only downside is that the 50s are quite monotonous and quite boring. Really good to be back finally after such a long hiatus. Thank you for the patience, thank you for bearing with me whilst I get this sorted. I do appreciate it as always. Yeah, I'll see you when we get into work and get on the bus. See you in a minute. Quick paced intro there. I was running a bit late. I wanted to get in and just get going. I wasn't able to record much prior to me starting the route. It was quite hectic in the depot and I needed to get going, and I was running a little bit late to the start point. I did have about 10 minutes up at Burford. Students were waiting already, and I didn't really want to do an intro with 2 kids on the bus. You know, it's a bit weird for them, and didn't really want to record them. Yeah, no, so one of the reasons why the video is cut where it is, I'm not really allowed to record on college grounds for the regards of its private property and of the students' well-being. There will be cuts at the entrances and exiting of the college because I'm off the property. Got to keep in line with just general law essentially. 77 was actually quite smooth. It was quite busy actually. I brought nearly 40 people in. Majority of them were students, but there was also of course people trying to get the first big 77 in for the day into Cirencester. The idea is now I've got quite a long break. My mum is on break as well and in line with me. I'm gonna go and have breakfast with her for about an hour. Do 4 50s. I'll record one of the 50s. Yeah, gonna go have breakfast with my mum, and then I'll probably catch up with you again after breakfast. So I'll see you later. Have breakfast with my mum. It's always nice to have a little catch up with my mum, especially when we both have breaks. She's actually doing the lap of 50. She's doing the 50 before I go and do my 4. 50 is really quiet anyway. It's a nice run, but it's just like any circular that you do in any town or village or city, whatever. It just gets incredibly boring very quickly. It should be alright though. If it is, usually when it's quiet, it's just get on with it, turn off, and just get on with it, really. I'm not expecting too many people, just be familiar faces, be taking people from Cirencester to the Tesco, and then bringing in people from Ampney Crucis into Cirencester and Tesco, etc. The 50 is a lot better now, seeing as if the roundabout outside Cirencester's Tesco's is fully fixed. Had a period since Easter until about 2-3 weeks ago where they shut off a portion of the roundabout, so we had to go around a long way. In a singular run of the 50, you use the roundabout 4 times, and it's awful. So on the diversion, you come up to the roundabout on your first approach, you have to go left, go the long way around into the Tesco, and you have to do it again to go through the estate. It's a lot easier now the road is open. So we've got a little bit of time until I'm due out. Mum is probably just coming up to Ampney Crucis now herself, so she'll be making her way back in the next couple of minutes or so. Chill out for a bit more. 4 hours of 50s, have another little break, and then we do the return Burford 77. It's such a straightforward duty. It's very, very simple, very, very laid back. But 4 hours of 50s does get to you. It really does. Yeah, I'm going to go and chill out for a bit. My colleague's just come in on the 77, so I'm going to go speak to him before he dots back to Stroud. Catch you guys after my 50. I'll see you later. Back from a little chat with my colleague. It was quite nice actually. I got introduced to a Gloucester driver that I've seen quite a bit, but of course you don't really get to talk to a lot of people in Gloucester because everybody's in and out like a bloody yo-yo. But that's what I like about Ciren is that people do often like coming here because it's a lot quieter. The population density of like passengers is nowhere near as bad as like in a city centre, so you do get to have a nice chat. And I had a nice chat with some of the Cotswold Green guys as well, who they're all lovely people, lovely people. We're all doing the same job, might be different companies, but we're all doing the same job. It's always a nice bonus when you're out there when it's quiet, because a lot of these siren duties, especially the ones where you're dundling around the villages out in Fairford, it does get quite isolated and quite lonely, especially if you do the duty like 3 days on the trot or something. But luckily with this duty, you do get to talk to quite a few drivers. One of the duty that my mum's doing, my break overlaps her break, so if she gets that duty and I'm on this duty, we get like an hour together, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's going to be a really quiet day. I'm tired already, so I might fall asleep. I hope not, especially with driving around in circles for 4 hours. I say that it's 4 hours worth of 50s and it does get boring, but where you're driving is like Ampney Crucis and Preston are both gorgeous little villages. It's a nice circuit and the people are lovely as well, if you do get people. There are countless times where I've done this and you get very few to barely any people on one run, and the next run you can get none, and then the run after that you get like 10. But yeah, I've got 20 minutes until I'm out. I'm going to chill out and I'll catch you on my next break.
My heart, we'll sail the South Canaries. We could go all the way to space. You know that this is the way to my heart. when it's getting too cold. You know that this is the way to my heart. We'll sleep on the sailboat, anchor out until we get real old. You know that this is the way to my heart.
I realised in my little update video I did go over a couple of the things. Basically I wanted to go a little bit more in depth as much as I can without revealing too much for now. So on Monday the interview was myself, of course. Well, I say interview, it was just a meeting. The meeting was myself, the managing director, newly promoted managing director must I say, and my AOM. And basically they said to me that the idea of this channel and this project is really interesting, and they're actually very interested in it, and they want to give me that backing to help me with whatever I want to do, of course applying by the guidelines that they have set for my safety and just well-being essentially. The managing director actually gave me more than I anticipated and offered me some very interesting opportunities. Again, I can't really go into too much detail because it's all behind closed doors at the minute. Nothing is set in stone, and that information would be confidential for the time being anyway. And if I did know, I wouldn't be spouting it online until I've been given permission. There's some pretty incredible opportunities. The one that I probably could share is that Stroud, we are getting two. I don't know what the company's called anymore. I remember them talking about it, but it's not. They're not Optare anymore. It's a different manufacturer, but it's still a Solo. We're getting two brand spanking new ones, which would be lovely. It's really nice. And there's nothing against the Optares that we got now. The two Optares we got are fantastic, absolute workhorses. And ever since we got them back, since acquiring the Siren routes, they've been absolutely brilliant buses. Speaking of the devil, the 78 has actually just come in, so right on cue. I wanted to do a little brief overview of the 77 because I haven't really talked about it too much. I've just been blabbering on about the 50s. Now the 77, as you would have seen from my first video if you've watched it, if not, go check it out. The 77 is one of the local routes around Cirencester. So it's Cirencester through the Beeches estate, Ampney Crucis, Poulton, Fairford, Lechlade, down to Highworth. That's the core route, and of course back again as well. But the College 77 takes it a bit differently in the fact that it does the normal route, but it doesn't do the beaches. It doesn't go through the beaches. It does the normal route out as far as Lechlade. And in the video, we come back on ourselves in Lechlade to service back through towards Cirencester from Highworth. But at that roundabout, we don't come back on ourselves on the college run. We go straight on and out towards Carterton and then up to Burford that way. That's the college route. It's a lovely run, absolutely lovely run. I mean, this duty is really nice. The only kind of like downtime in it is probably the 50. You know, you just shut off and you just drive. Luckily, it's not a very busy route because we work in tandem with the 58, which is operated by Cotswold Green. They work in like opposites. So when the 50's there, the 58 won't be, and vice versa. But you always get like the familiar faces. There's a couple in the Beeches. lovely, lovely people. You get some people up to Chesterton, I can't speak, up to Chesterton, get a couple of people to Ampney Crucis. Most people just want the Forum and they'll go on the first bus that they can, or Tesco. Those are the 2 key destinations on this route. I've got another 2 days of them to do as well, so that'll be fun. And I'll leave you guys there. See you later. Finally, back up in Burford. That was, weirdly, it wasn't as long as a day as I thought it would be. Usually the 50s drag like crazy. They actually went quite quickly. The first one really dragged, but then after that the second, third and fourth were completely fine. So can't complain. What's the time? It's about 25 past 5. We've got about an hour to 50 minutes drive back to the depot. Bit of a long deadhead, but you know, gets the job done, gets the kids into college, etc. Yeah, I'm shattered. I'm gonna get home, shower, have something to eat, and then conk out probably. I'm absolutely exhausted. Yeah, this is gonna be brief because I want to get going. So I will see you guys for a bit of a briefing in the car. Also, because I completely forgot to do it this morning, this is the bus that we had today. We had a lovely Scania 15529. Had it all day. I've had it since about 6 o'clock this morning, so she's done me good today. Deserves a break when we get back. Yeah, I completely forgot to do that this morning. I was in such a rush. Get back to the depot and I'll see you guys in a bit. That brings the day to the close. Got to repeat this tomorrow and Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my brain 2 more times doing the laps of the 50s, but it is what it is. Gonna sign off here. I'm absolutely shattered, and thank you very much for watching, and thank you for your patience once again. I'll see you guys later.